I glue it together.
Well, how does the next person get it off?
And he's like, how could that thing be bad? I've only got like 4,000 miles on it. I said, when did you put it in? 20 years ago. Put the new master cylinder in, cut the damn thing to fit.
If it was a Prius, you could refill it with unicorn farts. Vroom, vroom. Vroom, vroom.
If you pump it, you'll feel it.
Tim, don't buy a Prius or a Kia.
You don't say one, you say 3, 2.
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks.
Right, well, I told everybody to meet me here, so we're gonna go ahead and do another day in the life of video. Everybody's gonna pull on in here and we're gonna take care of them. And I told my kid he could have some screen time, but I didn't tell him which side of the screen.
Hi.
So he's gonna record some stuff. We're gonna see how that turns out. So stay tuned. Can you back up? Can you back up a couple of foot or so? There. Okay. Wow!
What, the whole thing was underwater one time? Seawater? Yes, I know.
Probably. No, there's like 2 fucking spots of oil like that already.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to do by attacking me like that. So can you get that? Do they have the gasket? No, they'll have to.
They don't. I don't use gaskets on those. I use it's called the right stuff. It's a silicone.
Well, how does it? I don't understand what you're trying to say. You don't use a gasket?
I glue it together.
Well, how does the next person get it off, so to speak?
Screwdriver and a hammer.
Is this
The same way I'm gonna get this one off.
is this standard?
That's how the dealership does it.
Wait a minute. Is this standard to not use a gasket?
Yeah, actually it is. A lot of the times the gasket material will push out because it's a rubber or a cork, and it'll actually push out and it'll just leak. There's no way to get it to seal properly. Numerous times I've had to take them back off and just go with straight RTV sealant. So clean the surfaces up really nice, put some sealant on it.
You know, that was that famous Russian mobster, you know, back off.
Back off?
Yeah. You know. All right, well, fine. Just you do whatever you have to do then. You just go ahead. You just do whatever you want.
Are you gonna hang out here, or what are you gonna do? If you want to be on YouTube, you can go tell the world what you think. I'll put that in. Okay, so far today I had to adjust the clutch linkage cable on a Kia, and then we have a Chevy Metro that's got an oil pan leaking. I'm gonna replace that. And I have a 99 RX 300. It has no power on acceleration and is throwing a knock sensor code. I inspected the knock sensor wiring that comes out of here to see if it was maybe a rodent or something. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of weird things going on with the wire down there. I'm gonna have to take this box out of the way and inspect it. But from what I saw underneath the coverings that they put on there, wrapped it up, was some speaker wire. So something's going on with that knock sensor. Maybe we can get a resistance reading off of the knock sensor to confirm that it's even plugged in, so we don't have to take the whole intake manifold off. But I am not sure at this point. Currently, I'm going to look inside the bunghole here and see if I can see any catalyst, see if the catalytic converter is any decent shape or not, and continue on that and maybe figure that one out. And then I have a old Mercedes over there. It's got a power steering leak, and we'll address that too. So I got 3 vehicles sitting here in front of the O'Reilly. I can only do one at a time, so I'll just juggle this around, see how this goes. This is the Mercedes. This is a bit low on the power steering fluid, and I'm seeing a lot of it down there. I'm gonna go ahead and try to diagnose what exactly the leak is, if it's a hose or if it's the front pulley, which kind of looks like the front pulley at this point. Look down in there, the whole pulley inside of that's wet. So for that Mercedes, I also have a transmission leak. It looks like it's the torque converter seal, and the customer has opted out of $2,000 in repairs. So after looking at a couple of these products, I think I'm going to suggest using some Bars Leak Transfix, and I'll do some follow-up information on these 3 products here, and maybe an update later on if this actually helped them or not.
So why don't you just put that transmission stuff in anytime, huh?
Yeah. You probably keep an eye on your fluid level, because it's probably going to end up leaking a little bit before it starts sealing up.
Yeah.
Clean up some as best as I can. So
Is that a degreaser?
Yeah, it's just alcohol basically.
Right.
We can try to see if there's any new leaks or anything. But there's enough leakage down here. We probably wouldn't be able to tell anyway.
Oh. Well, you wiggled the hose, so that's what you...
Yeah, so I'll solidify those hoses, and then we'll know for sure that it's not leaking there.
Yeah. How does the alcohol help you find the leak?
No, it's just to clean all the grease off.
Oh, just cleans the grease. Okay.
Yeah.
So maybe a bubbles or something.
No, I use it for intake manifolds to diagnose like misfires and stuff like that, because it changes the fuel, it changes the way it runs. So if there's a vacuum leak, it'll start idling up when it gets the alcohol in it, because it's flammable. But no, I was just cleaning this off so I could touch it, and then also once we get it bolted up and stuff, I'll have you start it and make sure that, you know, it's not leaking from those points anymore. I want to try to get the rest of the hose clean. I'll wipe everything down here in a minute once I get it installed. I'll wipe the hose down and make sure that there's no leaks coming out of the hose somewhere.
Right.
Like a pinhole or something, but it just looks like it's a normal clamp leak to me.
You've seen this before?
Yeah, this happens on every car.
Does the rubber that it clamps around disintegrate? Is that what the problem is?
No, these hoses, no, not really. It just gets loose, and then the fluid starts getting out.
Gets loose, but there's no way to tighten it back up, huh?
Correct.
Okay.
So it just seeps out. It's a return line. It's not under an extreme amount of pressure, but there is still some pressure there.
Yeah.
So as it returns back to the reservoir, it just seeps out. Oh. Come over to this side so they can see my hands or something. You could possibly get in that hole. Tercel with shocks making rattling noises in the back. Fucking Kia. This guy's gonna fix for me.
Wait, what?
Go push on the back of it real quick.
Oops, sorry.
Get over there so you can see what I'm looking at. Over there.
It shows a reflection of me.
Look over there. Over here. Okay. Something's up with that shock, so I came back here to the lug nut section and just found a nice big thick lug nut that would fit over it. And that's what I used to fix the spacing issue on the shock for now, so that it stops clunking.
I was looking all the time in the truck.
Oh, yeah. I'm still rebuilding it. Ugh. Stay here.
Look what you made me do.
Don't break it.
It's already scratched the hell out of it. I'm gonna break my hand.
There you go. Pull it up. No, pull the lever up. The struggle is real.
It is.
And still haven't got to that yet.
Tim, don't buy a Prius or a Kia.
Open it.
Okay. No, don't buy a Kia or a Prius.
What's wrong with that one?
Yes.
All right, Kia. Clutch fork was out of adjustment. I know it's on its last leg, but I tried to adjust it. It got worse, like this. Oh, something's going wrong inside there. Horribly wrong. There's either a bushing there or something with the fork bending or something. Who really knows? But it just won't disengage now. See, that's half of your pedal articulation right there. There's something's going on here with this bushing, so I'm just going to recommend probably a new whole fork and clutch kit. We'll look at the labor guides to see what that's going to run. Are you at home?
Oh, you took her truck?
Doing it now.
Why?
Because you told me to take a video of you under the car. Guys, this is what it's like working with him. It's hard. The things I have to put through to work with him.
You got the easy job.
Having to deal with you.
Yeah, you should record this.
I was gonna get a picnic table out here.
Well, how did everything go yesterday with the district manager?
Where?
Here.
I wasn't here.
I called to ask if you were, and they said, we never heard of Sebastian. We don't know what you're talking about. And I never heard more denials in my life.
Because one of the O'Reilly employees was being a dick to you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I heard about it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was across the street, and I thought maybe I'll go shopping first, and I'll see if you're there. So I just called and happened to, and asked Sebastian around, and this guy said, we don't know him. We never heard of him. I don't know what you're asking. And furthermore,
He said to me, he says, I think I was in a really bad mood. I said, it sounds like you were. I didn't mean to go off on him, but I was in a bad mood. That's a cool chair, man.
I got my son one of these for his birthday.
Nice.
He insisted.
So every 3 minutes, I want you to say, "Is that done yet?"
Is that done yet?
Oh God, don't do it. If it was a Prius, you could refill it with unicorn farts. You know, if it was a Geo, it would only get 38 miles a gallon.
Do you go to conventions to learn these comments? Is there like some kind of
Asshole school.
That's the town right outside of Spokane, Asshole, Idaho. It is.
There's an old customer who bought a second Durango. Had one. It looks like a retread to me.
It's not, I don't think so, but I'm gonna, you wanna help me see if I can get my spare now?
It's not bad enough to put a spare. Lexus again. I took the exhaust manifold off, and although it's got a bunch of white powder inside of it, he said that maybe the performance issue was the catalytic converter. I think it's more the NOx sensor, set the timing. I pulled this off so that I could see the catalytic converter, and that looks contaminated a bit, but it doesn't look clogged. So I'm going to say it's not a exhaust back pressure issue. And I didn't get a code for the catalytic converter or catalyst, so the only code I got was the NOx sensor. So I'm going to pull the intake off there and dig down in there and see if I can figure out what's up with that speaker wire and put this back on and not worry about the cats for this until I get that NOx sensor fixed.
Shallow. I never really looked at it. It's not. It's a deep one.
Oh.
It's just shot. That back half is
So this was constantly holding it in about an inch.
no.
It's the right size.
It's the right one and everything. The one that was in there was the right one for this master cylinder.
Okay.
This master cylinder is just bad. And he's like, "How could that thing be bad? I've only got like 4,000 miles on it." I said, "When did you put it in?" 20 years ago. Put the new master cylinder in, cut the damn thing to fit.
So the other one was actually longer?
No, it's same length as this, 4 inches.
Oh, okay.
I had to cut this much off of it.
Oh, the
And
new
then
master,
bevel
the
it
new
in.
master cylinder.
The new master cylinder stops right here.
Oh, okay.
This is for drum brakes.
Yes.
Now it's all been converted for disc brake stuff.
Okay. Yeah, and the booster's different too, I think.
This booster is
For the
actually
disc
the
brakes.
no, it's actually the wrong booster.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, you got that. The other one's like
For 4-wheel disc brakes, you should have a dual
diaphragm.
diaphragm booster,
Yeah, this comes out to like here.
like Tammy's. Tammy's is like that freaking fat.
Okay.
Even though we don't have 4-wheel disc brakes on it, but
Quit jerking the camera around.
I don't know what to do.
God, you're just jerking things around.
I don't know what to do. This is my first day.
The
See
jerk.
when my gas is out.
I didn't hear it go.
Yeah, I missed it too, 'cause it's empty.
I didn't hear it. Why are you emptying it? To sit for 20 years?
I already emptied it. I just put in 5 gallons of brand new. That's 2.5-year-old gas I just took out of there. I mean, it looked okay. It smelled kind of funny, but why risk it? Why play? Fire it up. Oh, your car runs like shit.
Have you ran it yet at all?
No, never even started it.
Vroom, vroom! Vroom, vroom!
If you pump it, you'll feel it's a totally different pedal than yesterday's car. If you start pumping it.
Yeah, it feels it's solid off the top.
Already,
Yeah.
yeah.
Go watch Dan.
Pump her up and hold it. I'm holding. Okay. Come on, Rich. Pump it up. I don't think that probably made any difference.
Still goes down quite a lot.
Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Pump it up. Okay, so I'm going to open up these lines that go to the master cylinder, and you're going to push it to the floor and hold it, and then I'm going to close them just to make sure there's no air left in the master cylinder. All right, to the floor. No air, that's a good thing. Go ahead and let up. Pump it up.
What happens if you don't bleed the brakes?
You have no brake pedal. Because when there's air in the brake lines, when you step on the brakes, the hydraulics move and make the brakes work, and when you let off the brakes, the hydraulics move back. When you have air in the line, you step on the brakes and the hydraulics just fill that little air pocket up, but they don't move the brakes. All right, pump it up.
That didn't seem like it did much.
Huh?
That didn't seem like it did much there.
Uh-uh.
Okay.
West Virginia.
Mountain Mama, take me home. Country roads. All right, pump it up. The front's not doing anything, right?
No, front's fine.
Oh.
That one ain't stopping. So then trying to figure out that catalytic converter, then I decided to reorganize my trunk again because it's been like 3 days and it was a fucking mess. And I lost my flashlight, so I had to dig through my trunk to find it, and I did. And so now it's back where it's supposed to be, and I'm waiting for the kid to get me a box. Fourth time's a charm. Well, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave some feedback on my son's camera skills, or mine, or any comments at all are all welcome, and I'll try to get back to him as fast as I can. Remember to subscribe, and if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.